Hey YouTube, this is Philodox from Ag Gaming, bringing you an update to the Elixir build after that last big patch. So let's just go and get right down to it. Alright, in terms of gear is pretty much the same. Power, Vitality, Condition Damage with a critical orb, bringing you the same base stats, Condition Damage, Power, and Vitality. With the weapon, I made a significant change here. The weapon is the same, but the sigils are superior sigils of battle. This is very important in when I'm fighting somebody. The moment I fight somebody, I switch over using my med kit. When I switch right back, I gain. It's a quick way to gain 6 stacks of might for the next 20 seconds on top of all the other might that you're going to gain. So I've gotten in upwards of 19-20 stacks of might with no help from anybody, just self-generated might. Very important tweak. I would highly recommend that you get the superior sigils of battles inside your weapon. So going on to the jewelry, same base stats, just make sure that condition damage is the highest one, vitality, which would be the second most important one, and then power, precision, and toughness. None of that really matters, but in terms of the build, just make sure that condition damage is your highest base stat, followed by vitality. And as you can see, that's what I have in all my jewelry. Back item, same concept, condition damage, highest base stat, and then socket it with a critical orb. Alright, in terms of the traits, going down to the traits, explosive, I went 20, firearms 20, alchemy 30. And you notice that I did not get speedy kits with this build. That's because you're able to sustain swiftness without it, and I'll show you later. Alright, so enhanced performance, gain 3 stacks of might when you use a heal skill. Very important, it's going to help you out a lot. Shrapnel, as you can see, a 50% chance to cause bleeding on explosion. This move, your explosive shot, is an explosive move, so you have a 15% chance to do additional bleeding on top of the bleeding that explosive shot already does. Moving on to the next one, firearms. Obviously this is pistol. You don't have any kits associated with this build, so rifle barrel and also hair trigger. Hair trigger reduces the cooldown associated with pistol skills, and this increases the range. Alright, going down to alchemy, the most important trait is HGH, 20 seconds of might every time you use an elixir, and then blood injection, which converts all that big life you got into more condition damage, and then fast acting elixir, which reduce the recharge on all your elixirs by 20%. So just to kind of give you the basic understanding of how this build works, is while you're roaming, how you're going to keep your speed up is just constantly drinking elixir B, tossing elixir B, and then using drop stimulant, and you'll be able to keep swiftness on you, 98% of the time. And a chance that you need speed, and they're both on cooldown, you can just use your rocket boots and you'll fly towards your opponent or whatever. Alright, so as you can see, when I drink elixir B, it gives me a whole lot of swiftness, and I switch over and I just drop my drop stimulant, and it will give you enough swiftness. By the time one is on cooldown, the other one is ready, and then I use my toss elixir B, and then it has a chance to give you swiftness. If it does, it's going to be for 13 seconds, which is more than enough. So and that's pretty much all I switch between. And as you can see, I had 11 stacks of might just by just by utilizing the skills I need in order to roam. And as you can see, I really don't have a problem with maintaining swiftness. Alright, as you see from the previous build, I had Elixir R, but I switched it out for rocket boots. If you're in World vs. World, I would keep rocket boots on, but if you're in a dungeon or something like that, then I would definitely go with Elixir R, because you can't just like run around like you do in World vs. World like you can in a dungeon. So it's pretty much up to you, but only thing that I would say is if you're in World vs. World, keep the rocket boots on. I think it'll be more valuable to your survivability than Elixir R would be, because the ability to run away from Zerg is more important than dropping Elixir R on the ground and dying, and then they just do more damage than you can handle, and you wind up dying anyway. So okay, another important piece is just making sure that you save your Elixir S, and sometimes toss Elixir S for finishing an opponent or spiking them. So you run on an opponent, you get ready to spike them, you know, you want to have Elixir S ready to go. So you start the spiking sequence, hit Elixir S, finish them off, and then, you know, move on to your next target. Of course, I kept Supply Crate. Supply Crate is just the engineer's best elite skill, bar none. So I try to swap it out for Elixir X, but it just did not work as well. So Supply Crate, Supply Crate, Supply Crate. It's just the best move the engineer has. So I'm going to go and show you guys some cool videos of this updated build in action, and let me know what you think. Post your comments below. Okay, so in this first fight, it's kind of like a group fight, but the person that I'll be fighting mainly is a thief. So anyway, I see him off on the horizon. There he is right there. So one of the things I do is I make sure that my Elixir B is on cooldown. You're going to want to make sure you get one solid hit, switch over to your med kit, and then switch back to get the maximum amount of might stacks. And then from there, just keep on, you know, using your elixirs. So he does that one move that reflects projectiles back. I knew better than to hit him. So right now I'm just kind of buying time until he's done with his move. And then, as you can see, the thief is pretty adamant in getting after me. I saw the Zerg, that small Zerg, coming up behind me. So I didn't want to mess around with him too much. And I waited till he was really close. As you can see, I dropped Supply Crate. It was enough to finish him. I went to go spike him, but thieves will always do that move that you know, kind of teleports them away. So again, once you drop that Elixir B, you want to stay inside the kill zone. Bring your opponents kind of towards you. I see that I was about to die. I dropped Elixir R. Very important. As you can see, boom, I pop back up, and then I go to spike somebody else, but it wasn't. You know, they had popped back up themselves. So I decided that, hey, you know, this fight isn't going too well. So I just started kind of walking away. I dropped a glue gun behind me. I started hitting my med packs, and then you'll see me. I'll do kind of like a quick look behind me. I decided, okay, I think I can take them, but there was just a lot of commotion going on, so I wasn't like sure, you know, where the enemies were at. But anyway, as you can see, he dropped me on the ground. That's fine. I just get back up, and I just switch targets to this elementalist. My whole point was just to keep my might stacks up. And just keep on dishing out condition damage. But the elementalist here, he seemed like he was pretty tough, but I had no doubt in my mind that I could beat him. Here it goes. There goes the thief again. I just keep on continuously hitting him with, you know, more condition damage until he drops. I believe right here I go for the spike. He dodged out of the way. This time I was ready for it. Then I start the spike sequence again. Boom, finish him. All right, and then now it's just the elementalist left. I have no problems with him. As you can see, I heal up. I ensure that my Elixir B and my toss Elixir B is on cooldown. He knocks me down again, which is okay. And then I just continue to go through my normal sequence. My number 3, my number 2, but before I do my number 3 and my number 2, I use my med kit. Switch over, get maximum amount of stack might. As you can see, I'm so used to elementalists doing this. Then I just go over here, go for the spike, go for the finish. But one important thing that you'll see about this build is it's important that you use Elixir B, toss Elixir B, hit your opponent, and then switch over to your med kit. Say this is a Guardian, much the same. As you can see, my 3, my 2, I hit him with the 4. If he gets too close, hit him with 5. Keep my distance and just continuously hit him. I mean, but this Guardian just was no match. I wasn't worried about him at all. I try to reserve my Supply Crate for just when I need it. As you can see, he summoned, I guess, his 2 little henchmen. I'm not exactly sure what the move is, but I just stayed away from his NPCs. Once he got really close, then I knew it was my time to drop Supply Crate, but I didn't even have to. As you can see, I go right here, I go for the spike, hit Elixir S. He tries to knock me back, but it doesn't even matter. I finished him off anyway. So here we go. Now I'm going after this thief, and you'll see that this is one of the things that kind of made me switch up Elixir R for rocket boots, because I had a real hard time kind of closing the gap. I think he had Signet Shadows, which gives him extra, you know, I guess faster movement speed. But this is one of the things that made me switch it out for rocket boots. Now, what you'll notice here is that I wind up chasing a thief and I wind up getting a ranger. So I'm going after him. He went too far off, and then oh, there goes a ranger right in front of me. So as you can see, I hit him with my 3, hit him with my 2, used glue gun to stop him. Went to go drop supply crate. He moved just out of the way, but that's okay. I still continuously hit him. But by the time he started attacking me, he had entirely too many conditions on him. And as you can see, I go for the spike, hit Elixir S, nothing to stop it, and I finish him off. So the only thing bad about that fight was that when I went to go drop supply crate, I should have done it like right in front of him as opposed to right where he was at, and that probably would have made it better. But I mean, still at the end of the day, I still finished him off. But important thing, remember, Elixir B, toss Elixir B. Alright, hit the opponent at least one time with your 1 skill, switch over to your med kit, switch right back, and then start going through your normal firing sequence, your 3, your 2, your 4, and then if necessary 5, and then keep on pressing 1 again. Now this is me chasing down, this is me chasing down under level, I think this is a warrior, again, this is one of those things that kind of made me decide that, you know, to let go of the Elixir R and use the rocket boots. As you can see, I mean, I'm chasing down this warrior here, and I am able to get after him. I mean, I'm damaging him, but I'm not able to really kind of close the distance. Now, underwater combat tends to be a little different. Now, for me, in underwater combat, almost regardless of my build, I almost always have grenades, and I almost always have slick shoes, because I need to run away or I need to close the gap. I mean, in World vs. World, people jump in the water really only for one reason, and that's to get away. And I'm just being honest. So, but as you can see, I try to get in front of my opponent, and I just don't think there's any better weapon than grenades underwater. So you guys are more than welcome to disagree with me, but engineer with a condition build and grenades underwater is just a force to be reckoned with. So my whole point here is that I'm just gonna stay on top of this warrior, lace him with condition damage, slow him down. I was trying to finish him, but you know, he just had enough life to where he could stay alive. This is what I did. I waited till he got on top. I dropped supply crate right in front of him, and then at this point his life was so low, I mean, there was just nothing else that he could do. I started my spike sequence a little late, but I still finished him off. So you know, it's all about timing. Now I'm going to show you this part here. One of the things that this is the final fight that made me switch out my Elixir R for rocket boots, and you're actually going to see me lose here. But as you can see, I'm chasing down this. I'm fighting I think a guardian and a thief. Normally I would have no problem winning against both of them. I waited till they got right on top of me and I dropped supply crate. That timing was very good. And then as you can see, I dropped the thief with very little effort. Looks like his fellow, I guess, guardian warrior is trying to heal him here. I see the Zerg coming, and I wanted to go for the finish, but as you can see, they just overran me. So in this fight, I was fighting a ranger. He thought he could get me with the help of his vet guard, but I dropped the supply crate to stun him, and then I started going to my normal sequence of fire. But as you can see, I have a lot of stacks of might, and the ranger's doing his best to, I guess, overwhelm me, but it was just too easy. All I had to do was just continuously kind of dance around him and ensure I keep my elixirs going, and ensure that I keep the conditions stacked on top of him. And I mean, he was a level 80 just like me, but he just proved to be just no match. One over here, I went for the spike, went for the finish, and it was done. So you know, it's pretty easy. Like I said, the most important thing is just making sure you keep your stacks of might up via continuously drinking your elixirs. And I gave him a good laugh. I don't know, just to kind of spite him. And the rest should be pretty easy. So enjoy.